Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. You know how the other day King Combs dropped his diss track on 50 Cent, the Feds, and all the bloggers? And in the diss track, King Combs said,
like when them Fetty boys ran in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they miss.
Yo, is this kid right here missing a few ornaments off of the Christmas tree? Does he not know that the feds are out here using people's rap lyrics to convict ninjas and throw them in jail? And when you're accused of SA, that might not be the best time to be talking about the feds miss one of your houses and you also got mad hoes? I mean, among other things, this right here is just dumb. But I blame the father. I blame P. Diddy for this. And I'm gonna tell you why. When King Combs brought this prepubescent diss track to him,
don't bust no U-turns, cause we ain't forgetting shit. And to all y'all that switch, suck my dick. Yeah. Suck my dick.
P. Diddy sat there and was like,
I like this right here.
Listen, I can just see both of them in the studio right now. King Combs was like, yo, Dad, first, I'm gonna hit him with this nursery rhyme, and then I'm gonna be like, suck my D. And P. Diddy was like, yeah. Oh my goodness, these two are both whack. And I truly believe that if Kim Porter was still alive, she would be very dismayed to see her son inserting himself into P. Diddy and 50's ongoing beef. I mean, she raised him better than that. Now, in response to King Combs' diss track, 50 jumped online and responded by saying, I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record. I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me, guys. I never mentioned or posted anything about Puffy's kids because Keefy D said he killed Tupac. Yo, I'm very happy to see that 50 Cent didn't take King Combs' diss track too seriously, because if 50 Cent wanted to, oh my goodness, he could kill King Combs when it comes to diss tracks. Didn't Diddy teach his sons that if you're gonna go toe to toe and blow for blow with somebody, you need to go up against somebody who's in your own weight class? But since we're talking about somebody who just might be outmatched, let's discuss Tyrone Blackburn. The other day, Little Rod and his attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, officially dropped Universal Music Group, Lucian Grange, and Motown from being defendants in their lawsuit against P. Diddy. According to the paperwork, the case against all three defendants has been dismissed without prejudice and cannot be refiled. When discussing why Little Rod will no longer be pursuing legal action against the Big Three, Tyrone Blackburn said, based on my examination of all the papers submitted in support of both motions to dismiss, which address the issues I had, I have concluded that there's no legal basis for the claims and allegations that were made against the UMG defendants. As such, I've determined that the proper course of action is for all of the claims and all of the allegations to be withdrawn immediately. Yo, can somebody please tell Tyrone that you're supposed to figure that out before you bring the lawsuit? I mean, what is this dude over there doing? Listen, I said it before and I'll say it again. Little Rod is gonna lose this lawsuit based on all of the mistakes that Tyrone Blackburn is making. And if the feds are able to build a case against P. Diddy, they're gonna build that case based on Cassie's lawsuit and not Little Rod's. Listen, let me know what you think. Do you think that Little Rod even still has a case now that they've dropped almost every other defendant except P. Diddy? Let me know in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, check this out. The other day, a young girl approached Glorilla, and she was like, listen, you can help me pay for my college tuition? And Glorilla was like, how much you need? And the young girl was like, I need like $30,000. And Glorilla was like, hold up a minute, let me hear your story. Check this out.
Can you help me pay for my college tuition? I know. 30K?
30K?
Yes.
Where you go to school?
Kennesaw State.
Where you go to school? Kennesaw
State University.
Okay, what's your name?
Vivica Whitehead.
Okay, I gotta see what's up with you, like.
Okay, like.
Give me a reason to pay $30,000 for your
okay, so let me tell you my plans. So, I'm nervous. Okay, so my major is criminal justice, like 4 years, and then I plan to go into the military afterwards. Because if you go to the military afterwards, you get higher rank, and you get paid more, and then I want to go back for my master's, and then be a lawyer.
Okay. So you want me to pay the full 30K?
You don't have to pay the full 30. I'm not asking for that. I'm saying that help. But if you want to,
I like your hustle and that you was had the courage to ask. So
I'm trying to start YouTube.
I give you a donation.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, yeah. Give her information. I'm gonna send you $5,000.
Listen, let me tell you how I know that young girl is gonna make something of herself. Because she knows how to ask for what she wants. And I gotta tell you, even though I'm not a fan of Glorilla's music, that gesture that she just made right there by saying that she's gonna give that young girl $5,000 towards her college tuition really makes me respect her a whole lot more. I appreciate that, and that's a really good look. Now, after some people saw that video, they jumped in the comment section and they were like, how come Glorilla ain't give it a whole 30? Listen, Glorilla's not Beyonce. She can't just be handing out $30,000 to everybody who asks like that. I mean, just be happy with the 5. I'm pretty sure that young girl is happy being promised the 5. And as for like the people in the comment section, why can't you ever just say, wow, that's really nice. Glorilla did a really nice thing, and leave it at that. Why do you always have to find a negative bent to it? But as it turns out, I too may have to take back some of that respect that I was giving Glorilla. Because the other day, the young girl jumped back online and said she never received the money. In response to the girl's internet update, a source close to the situation said, Glorilla's team has been working to verify Miss Whitehead's school account in order to apply the payment. Glorilla has a heart of gold, but she never missed steps. Well, after the source said that, a whole bunch of people jumped in the comment section on both sides of the fence. And one person said, my thing is she said she was going to look into it in a video. Like, why are you rushing her? Better than me, because you'll get nothing after making a big deal. And then somebody else was like, Glorilla's had so many incidents with people saying she stiffed them out of money. Just Google it. And then somebody else was like, I wouldn't give her anything, trying to have a viral moment. Listen, let me know 2 things. 1, do you think that this young girl is wrong for jumping on the internet and telling everybody that Glorilla hasn't paid her money? And 2, do you think that Glorilla ever intended to give this young girl a $5,000 towards her tuition? Or do you think Glorilla was just over there fronting for the gram? Let me know in the comments. Now, peep this. As you may have already heard, DJ Akademiks, aka Livingston Allen, is facing a new lawsuit accusing him of RSA and defamation. The lawsuit was filed by Fazia Zia Abashi, who dated the internet personality after meeting him online in 2021. Zia alleges that on July 16, 2022, she was invited over to Ak's house in New Jersey, and after she arrived, Ak and 2 of his friends essayed her. According to Ak, Zia's a liar. He never touched her, and the sexual intercourse that she engaged in with 2 of his friends was consensual. And how does he know that? Because his boys told him so. Now, Akademiks also insists that he never touched Zia that night because he was passed out drunk. And he also says that he didn't even know that she had gotten with his boys until he just so happened to look at the security cameras the next day and saw what went down. However, Zia says that Ak is full of crap because when she went to the hospital after the alleged assault took place, even though her memory was foggy, she says that when she went to the hospital, she got an R test done, and the test shows that Ak's little acts were allegedly present in a place where they couldn't have gotten without him being with her. Okay, so at first, when DJ Akademiks was talking about this whole case, he was like, case closed, nothing to see here. The police investigated and they ain't find nothing. But now that this new civil case has been filed, DJ Akademiks is sort of taking on a new tone. And DJ Akademiks jumped online the other day and said, if I go down, everybody's going down.
Now, let me tell you what's going on and the important part that I wanted to address. And this is for only the people who have been rocking with me and then probably saying, Ak, this is kind of ironic. We're talking about Drake and maybe Drake with some shit like that, and you just covered Diddy and some shit like that. Now your name is getting brought up. What's up? Could it be that after I've covered Diddy's situation for 3 months, and on like the 4th month I said, maybe this one guy who's saying this shit about Diddy is capping? Because look at his lawyer. Actually, let's look into the lawyer. Could it be that immediately the day after that, that lawyer allegedly reached out to some people of mine saying, if Ak continues to doubt what we are purporting against Diddy, remember, we could file a lawsuit on him too. Could that be? I'm just asking a question. I won't name no names. I'm asking a question. Could this be true? Could this be that I also, and by the way, y'all all know, let me tell you this about everybody in the industry. I'm going to tell y'all all this right now. If Ak ever goes down, y'all all go down with me. because I hold no secrets with nobody.
Okay, so here's my question for Ak. If Drake and Diddy didn't do anything like you say they didn't, then how in the world are you gonna bring them down with these secrets you hold? Listen, if you have secrets that can bring all of these dudes down, then that means that they did something. This dude is just over here blowing up his own spot. Anyhow, after Akademiks said that, Saucy Santana jumped online to address Akademiks' new lawsuit. Check this out.
6ix9ine freaky bitch. Nasty tail. And what make you think we believe that it's fake lawyers? What make you think we believe that these is fake headlines? But when it was Carisha, bitch, the word was bond. It was no motherfucking way. Pink cocaine and all this other weird ass shit. But bitch, we supposed to believe that shorty lying on you? I don't think so. Not gonna happen. Midget bitch. Sit down all motherfucking day. You just smell like sad. Sad. Been sitting in that motherfucking seat. All motherfucking laundry. That's what you smell like.
Now, after this new lawsuit dropped, a whole lot of people started noticing that a couple of DJ Akademiks social media websites started disappearing. So, Saucy Santana jumped back online and said this.
Bati boy, where your page? Where your page? You was on here messing with Carisha every day. She ain't deactivated. I'm looking for Akademiks page. We're sorry. Bring that ass here, boy. You should have deactivated when you was messing with that lady. Got that lady drunk on top of that lady and all that. Ew. Nasty. Now you gone. We can't find you. Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? You ain't gonna deactivate for that lawsuit. That lady said that you raped her. That is nasty. That is nasty. Imagine Mickey Mouse on top of you when you wake up. Him, Goofy, and Daffy Duck. Just on top of a bitch. Coochie saw from a midget dick pumping like a dog on her all night. Ugh.
Yo, Saucy Santana is hilarious. Now, you know me. I had to do some investigating and look into this new lawsuit against DJ Akademiks myself. So, I got a cup of coffee and a snack, and I sat down on my computer and I started searching for the lawsuit. And lo and behold, not one lawsuit popped up, but two, because it also appears that DJ Akademiks is also being sued in the Supreme Court of the state of New York, Queens County, by another woman named Sophia El Jarabli, who claims that Akademiks and his boy, Anton R. Manson, aka Little Boom, lured her into making a sexually explicit video. Okay, so in a complaint, Sophia El Jarabli is suing Livingston Allen, aka DJ Akademiks, Anton R. Manson, aka Big AJ, and also somebody named Jalen Lilly, aka Little Boom. Alright, so under the section that says nature of the case, it says that the plaintiff is suing Big Ak and his boys for slander, libel, intentional infliction of emotional distress, injurious falsehood, and defamation, in addition to the publication of slanderous and defamatory unlawful disclosure of an intimate image. Alright, so when we scroll down, we go to the next section, which is parties. And it says, plaintiff is a natural person residing in the state of New York. Livingston Allen, aka DJ Akademiks, is a natural person residing in the state of New Jersey. Antoine Mason is a natural person residing in the state of New York. And Jalen Lilly is a natural person residing in the state of Florida. So after that, we go down to the preliminary statement. And it basically says that revenge porn is illegal, and New York state law allows for victims of revenge porn to press charges against their offenders. And that brings us to the factual allegations, which starts by saying, plaintiff currently works in the sex work industry managing a popular OnlyFans.com webpage. As a result of her popular OnlyFans webpage, plaintiff received a private message on Instagram.com, hereafter Instagram, a prominent social media network, on or about May 2020 from defendants Manson and Allen. Defendants Manson and Allen work in the recording industry and are known celebrities in the sector with thousands of followers in various social media platforms. Through an Instagram private message, defendants Manson and Allen offered to fly plaintiff to New York for an interview interview that would ultimately promote plaintiff's OnlyFans webpage. Upon information and belief, defendants Manson and Allen privately messaged plaintiff under the guise of helping plaintiff promote her OnlyFans.com webpage. Plaintiff agreed to the promotion and to interview with defendant Allen, who currently manages a popular YouTube.com channel. When plaintiff went to New York, she never met defendant Allen. Instead, plaintiff was told that she would only be meeting with defendant Manson. Okay, so it appears that this chick Sophia and her attorney are alleging that DJ Akademiks and his boy flew this chick out to New York under the guise that she would be doing an interview with DJ Akademiks. And then, when she got there, they did the switcheroo on her. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it goes on to say, upon information and belief, plaintiff asked defendant Manson to be introduced to defendant Allen, DJ Akademiks, and defendant Manson refused. Upon information and belief, defendant Manson told plaintiff that defendant Allen would not be meeting the plaintiff despite what had been promised to her in previous messages. Upon information and belief, defendant Manson then offered plaintiff money to film a sexually explicit video with her. Upon information and belief, defendant Manson assured plaintiff that the video would also be used as a promotion for plaintiff's OnlyFans and would also be promoted by defendant Allen, aka DJ Akademiks. As a result of defendant Manson's unwanted persistence, plaintiff ultimately agreed to film the video with defendant Manson in order to advance her career. Immediately after filming the video, plaintiff told defendant Manson that she didn't feel comfortable having the video disseminated in any way. Plaintiff did not sign a release consenting to give defendant Manson the video, nor did plaintiff give defendant Manson permission to release, publish, or disseminate the video through any means. On or about May 3rd, 2022, plaintiff appeared on the Fresh and Fit podcast and discussed how defendants Allen and Manson deceived her by claiming that they could help her gain exposure for her OnlyFans webpage. Hold up, let's see if we can find this video.
I forgot who mentioned you on the podcast. Who was it again?
Oh, no. I thought I was clear. I thought I made it clear out of this shit.
Who mentioned you again on the podcast?
Akademiks.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, and I got receipts, Akademiks. So come on, let's get back on here. I got receipts for you, baby. You paid.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, what? He paid?
Well, he likes little catfish. Listen, bring him on.
Wait, no, I gotta know. Did my nigga pay?
I'll tell you the full story. It's a full story. There's a full story about it.
I need to know.
I don't believe it.
Let me tell you what happened. I'll make it quick.
Okay.
DJ Akademiks messages girls on Instagram. This was a long time ago. Like, I had just moved to Miami. My man, all sad. I was like, let me be a hoe.
Was this 9 years ago?
This was no, we've been on and off. Like, we go on and off a lot.
Okay, you're on the whole phase at this point.
I was at a whole phase at
Okay.
this point. So basically, when I first started my little phase or whatever, I got a DM from Akademiks, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fly you out to New York, blah blah blah. Make sure you good. I'm gonna put you in a hotel. I'm gonna get you a bottle, whatever you want." Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool, because I was excited, like at the time, whatever, cool. And then I get to New York or whatever. It's not Akademiks. It says ugly ass, weird ass guy named AJ. So basically, Akademiks helps his homies get pussy by DMing girls, saying that it's him, but really it's his ugly ass, broke ass friend named AJ.
Yo, this is interesting, because isn't that similar to the same thing that happened to this new chick who's saying that she got R'd when she went to DJ Akademiks' house? He was DMing her, she was supposed to meet him, but when she got to the crib, he wasn't there and his boys were. I'm just saying, it could be a pattern. Anyhow, let's get back to the lawsuit. Further on in the podcast, plaintiff discussed how defendants Allen and Manson lured her into making a XXX video with their promise of meeting and working with the well-known celebrity and recording artist defendant Allen, aka DJ Akademiks. On or around May 5th, 2022, defendants Allen and Manson created a YouTube video responding to the statements made on the podcast. Okay, so I tried to find that video. However, DJ Akademiks has made it private. Alright, so even though DJ Akademiks or DJ Akademiks attorneys don't want us to be able to see that original video, the lawsuit does share some of the direct quotes that were made in that video. In bullet points A through G, the lawsuit lays out some of the things that Akademiks and his boys were saying when they were talking about this particular situation. Now, I can't read you the bullet points because if I do, YouTube is going to block this video. So let me summarize it as best I can. So essentially, Ak and his boys call this chick a 304, and then they say that it's because itches like this that they have to keep videos of women on their phones. And then Akademiks boy Manson goes on to tell Ak that this chick probably didn't remember that he video recorded the whole session, or she probably thought that he deleted the videotape. Alright, so after the bullet points, the lawsuit picks up at number 31. And let me see how I'm going to say this, because if you say the P word too many times, you get demonetized. Alright, bear with me. Defendants clearly call plaintiff a peacestitute and claim that plaintiff has sex for money. Peacestitution is a criminal act. Plaintiff is not and has never been a peacestitute. Defendant statements indicate that they can and will disseminate sexually explicit video to anyone they want and will get away with it without facing consequences. Defendant statements suggest that they frequently record women who engage in actual relationships with them. Defendant statements indicate that they frequently threaten to release video records of women who engage in actual relationships with them as a way to offend, hurt, or embarrass them. In the defamatory video, defendants discuss the actually explicit video and the details of what happened between plaintiff and defendant Manson. Defendants showed the video to other people present at the show. Defendant Manson clearly disseminated the video when he showed defendant Livingston, aka Akademiks, and others as depicted in the defamatory video. Defendant Lily was present in the defamatory video and therefore saw the video. Furthermore, on May 5th, 2022, defendant Manson published some or all of the video on Discord.com. Upon information and belief, defendant Manson published some or all of the video on Discord as a way to offend, hurt, and embarrass the plaintiff. Upon information and belief, defendant Manson purposefully published some or all of the video on defendant Allen, aka DJ Akademiks Discord chat room. For clarity, defendant Allen's Discord chat room is an online forum open to the public. Defendant Allen's Discord chat room currently has over 8,000 members. Okay, so to be fair to Akademiks, he says that he had nothing to do with flying this chick out to New York, and he never promised her a thing, but instead his boy Manson was using his name, clout, and platform to entice women to come to New York so that he could then solicit sexual services from them and make XXX videos, to which he then shared on social media and with some of his boys. According to an affidavit that Akademiks submitted to the court, he says that the young lady Sophia called him when she got to New York, and he was like, "Who's this?" And she was like, "Sophia, you were supposed to meet me in New York." And he was like, I don't know who you are, and I ain't had nothing to do with that. Okay, so let's say this is true. My question for Ak is, why in the world do you always seem to be hanging around with grimy dudes who seem to be pervs and PD files who are videotape, photograph, and prey on women without their consent? Because his other boy, Little Boom, who's also named in this lawsuit, was caught in Walmart touching and taking photos of girls who had less than 18 candles on their birthday cake. Check this out. Now, of course, after the video dropped of DJ Akademiks' homeboy trying to grab peaches in the grocery store and the cosmetics aisle, DJ Akademiks originally tried to plead the fifth on his boy, and then turned around and was like, "Yo, if y'all try to take me down, I'm gonna take all of y'all down too. I'm exposing everybody's secrets." Similar to the same way he did the other day when he was talking about this new lawsuit.
It wasn't good. Akademiks basically flat out refused to comment on the Little Boom allegations, which is pretty terrible considering that he speaks about everybody else. But Akademiks refused to talk about Little Boom being accused of being a pedo, even though he was very vocal about ripping into Diddy when that Diddy shit went down. And obviously he's always has his foot on Blueface's neck when it comes to the Krayshawn situation, when in theory Akademiks has his own Krayshawn situation with this Shay girl. She's basically his Krayshawn, and he can't see that. But let's play the clip of him addressing the Lil Boo allegations.
So I know some people feel like maybe I don't really give a fuck on such shit. Shout out to my nigga Lil.
Whenever anyone says I don't give a fuck, they usually give a fuck. When anyone says I don't give a fuck, they usually give a fuck. They usually give all the fucks. Especially if they keep saying I don't give a fuck, they definitely give a fuck. When somebody doesn't give a fuck, they just don't talk about it, or they mention it in passing. But if you keep saying, man, I don't give a fuck, man, you give a fuck.
Lil Boom.
Look how quiet he is. Look at how he's. Have you ever seen Akademiks so mindful of his words, so careful of what he says? When he talks about other people, he lets it rip, right? He crashes out. He loves crashing out. He loves getting drunk and saying crazy shit about people or to people. Suddenly now it affects one of his close friends, somebody who slept at his house, who's a big part of the chat niggas community on the Discord, who maybe played some part in his success, one of his best friends maybe. Now he's suddenly like minding his words, thinking on what to say, picking his words, choosing his words. Funny.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I ain't talking about nothing. I'm chilling.
Disgusting.
Y'all niggas get mad. All y'all fucking won.
Pedo shit.
Y'all niggas gonna deal with it.
Imagine.
Nigga, I came in the game like this. Nigga,
your boy got accused of pedo shit and you're saying nothing.
I think I addressed it.
Maybe there's one thing to say. If you're a friend, loyal friend, you shouldn't talk about it at all. But refuse to talk about it in this kind of braggadocious, cocky way. It's kind of gross when your friend's been accused of what he's been accused of. That's kind of wild, especially when you're so quick to talk about other people. Hypocrisy.
We got a few failing content creators who are now focused on me. I like that. One of them, I could hit you with a nuclear bomb, but I won't even do it. Regardless, for the people who care, I'm in a pretty good space.
Imagine we're talking about you and your friends, and then you start threatening other people. You start threatening to reveal other people's secrets. That's when you know you're. Again, I like Akademiks. I like his streams. I really do. But he does have piece of shit tendencies. We're talking about you, not them. Why are you now talking about exposing them? Come on, bro.
So then, when the truth came out and Akademiks could no longer plead the fifth about his boy, he turned around and did what he always does. He tried to distance himself from the whole situation. Like, oh my goodness, I'm outraged. I didn't know my friend got down like that.
I feel horrible for the people that were in Walmart with him. So for the record, in case I came off wishy-washy yesterday, last time I was on stream, the Academy has zero ties to Lil Boom. We disavow all of his actions. We're not fucking with that. There's zero pleas to be copped. There is zero. If it wasn't for my friendship, I wouldn't have even say, hey, let's even wait for another video. I told you yesterday, it already looked too weird. He said he had the full footage, which was, by the way, I felt so duped just because, nigga, if you had the full footage, why tell me at the end of 5 hours of gaslighting me, bro? It is abundantly clear. And I'm gonna speak directly, I'm not mincing words. Lil Boom needs help. That's not trolling. That's not drugs. That's not, oh, it just happened to, no. And I'm gonna be very clear about this. I want nobody copping, please. I watched someone stalk women in a store, try to record them without their consent in compromising positions, continue to make them feel uncomfortable. And even after he got caught, still brazenly did it.
Alright, so at this point, Akademiks pauses because he realizes that Lil Boom is texting him.
He texted me. He said, you know, Ak, I'm a sit or say it only to you, nobody else, and apologize to you for not telling beforehand and basically making it look stupid. You helped me through so much. And I looked at you like a big brother. I heard you say get help, but I want you to know, since that day, I've gotten help. And I've grown so much since then. I quit smoking, got off drugs, and changed my whole life around. What I did was wrong. Indirectly or not, I was just not in the right headspace whatsoever. I wish you the best in your life and in the future. I'm gonna continue to better myself and take this as a growing experience.
Listen, let me say this. I don't know what DJ Akademiks is doing behind closed doors, but when two of your friends allegedly essayed someone in your backyard, one of your friends is using your name to solicit prostitution and video chicks and then illegally publishing the tapes online, and another one of your friends is walking around Walmart snatching peaches, the likelihood exponentially increases that you too have some deviant tendencies, because birds of a feather usually tend to flock together. And every time your boys get caught out here doing some illegal and grimy ish, you jumping online crying and acting like you were totally unaware of what your friends were doing is no longer gonna fly, because either you have the worst taste in friends or there's something else going on over there. Listen, let me know what you think about Akademiks' second lawsuit. Do you think that Ak knew that his man was using his name to fly girls out to New York and make XXX videos? Also, let me know what you think about King Combs trying to diss 50. Do you think that was a big mistake on his part? And last but not least, let me know what you think about Little Rod dropping UMG, Motown, and Lucian Grange from the Diddy lawsuit, Glorilla promising to give a young girl $5,000 for her tuition and then not paying up as of yet, and DJ Akademiks saying that if he goes down, everybody's going down when talking about his new lawsuit. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.